mountain towns to go. Oh, with the record selection and the mirror's reflection, I'm a dancing with myself. Oh, when there's no one else inside, in the crowded lonely night. Well, I wait so long for my love vibration, and I'm dancing with myself.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Three Stitches podcast. This is episode 63.
Yep.
And as you can see, we're a person down, so our camera frame is kind of funky, but I guess we've never had one that ran very smoothly. So,
Hey, if it's smooth, then it's not us.
or if it goes smoothly, then it won't upload to Blip.
Then more than likely.
Yeah, we probably still
Yeah.
have problems, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay. Yeah, Catherine's safely back in Buffalo.
as I know from last episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's safely back there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As a bit of a disclaimer before we get started, the kids are watching a movie and Rachel's listening to an MP3 player, so it may get a bit hairy in the background, but
If you hear spontaneous singing, it's not us, it is Rachel, because when her earbuds are in, her volume goes up.
yeah, there's no concept of, listening to it by yourself.
No.
She doesn't realize that when she's listening to it in her earbuds, it's because we don't want to listen to it.
But it'll be fine. We'll work through it.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who are just finding us, glad to have you. For those of you who are coming back, we love having you.
We've had a lot of new members join.
Yeah.
We
And
can't get
thank
through
you.
them all because there are a bunch. I mean, we've almost doubled our Ravelry.
Yeah, we have. And it's
group.
lovely.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to get to know a lot of new knitters. Well, a lot of new,
To us, knitters.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, welcome.
All right, then. What do you want to start off with?
What's been happening for you?
Not much. I've been sitting on my butt mitten.
Getting ready to go back to school.
Yeah.
We're going to pay for your books soon. Yikes!
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's going to be a lot this year again because my school has no concept of if you let them get an edition earlier, then it's much cheaper. They just have no idea.
Yeah, I know.
They think we're made of money.
And we are so not.
Yeah.
But,
It's insane.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I will be back in school in about a week.
less than a week. Well,
A week and a day.
a week and a day.
Because
You'll
I
be
will
back at
because
school.
I will have one more podcast here with you.
Mhm.
And then, since school starts for me the 27th, like most everybody else,
Yeah.
I fly back on the 25th.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then you will have some normalcy back to your life.
Good one. Yeah.
I have the 3 younger children all registered. It was not an easy thing. The state of Texas, or our school district, I don't know.
Not just our school district.
It's probably our school district because we've had a lot of scandal lately, and
Yeah. But it started even before.
even before the scandal.
Yeah.
Because we're a border town, they seem to think that they can put extra steps in everything,
Yeah.
protecting us from ourselves
So we basically have to re-enroll the kids every year.
every single year. I
Mhm.
have to fill out
About 20 pages worth of forms.
at least
and
20 pages,
Yeah.
and then when I got there,
You have to show them a bill to make sure you actually are living in the address you say you're actually living in.
and you have to show them your driver's license. Okay, now raise your hand, anyone who really wants to flaunt their driver's license. My photo's okay, but in the past, my photos were terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It was a hassle and a half, but they're done. A week and a couple days from now, I will have peace and quiet in the house, and that'll be nice.
No, you won't, because he's going into high school.
Yeah.
And Rachel's
The
going
middle child is going into high school. That's a scary thought. For any of you who have kids going into high school, 2 are in college, so I went through the high school process. I think I blocked that out because it was not a very good time. No, it wasn't a very good time.
And also, we kind of were off the curve, too. We weren't exactly
You weren't normal
teenagers.
You were nice and quiet and easygoing.
Did what we were told. What we were supposed to do most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah. I didn't have a problem. There was no confrontations. I hear them in the neighborhood, with other people sending their kids back to high school, and I have to tell you, I hear a lot what teenagers say to their parents, and I never thought to say that to my parents. Good thing, because I don't think I would have lived through it with my parents. I'm just glad that my children refrain from some of the really terrible things that I hear in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But on a better note, so they're all going back to school.
Yeah. All right, then do we want to work on our projects? Well, do we want to talk about our projects?
Do you have anything finished?
No, I don't, but I will next time.
Yes, you're very close.
Yes, on both projects. Finished.
Even the pie?
Well, I'm about to do the edging.
Huh? I found a really cool edging, so don't start it until I show you.
Was it on the Pieceworks magazine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too.
You gonna do it?
I don't know.
I think it's cool.
But it looks like the same length as the other pie edging.
Maybe. We'll have to take a look at it.
If it's less than 20 stitches, then yeah. Since we've been talking about it, I'll pull it out now.
Okay.
I finally got all my projects into one bag.
And if you sneeze, it's gonna go.
No, actually not. I fit a whole lot more in here. I fit a sweater and a shawl in here. Full sweater and shawl.
And knowing her, yeah, I believe it.
Okay. So I'm just about to finish my third stain on my pie, and it's gotten big. Like, big,
yeah,
big,
all
big.
of a sudden it goes kaboom.
I got it like this
know?
because I used to be in the middle, but now I'm on the end, so it makes it kind of weird.
I could say something, but I'll refrain because I'm like, see.
But so with somehow my pie went funky, which means that I do not have enough yarn to go the full 96. I got to 6. Wow, I finished exactly on 61. So 61 is how far it's going to be, and then I'm going to do an edging. So I have one skein left for the edging, which I might do the Godmother's edging, but I might not. It all depends.
I mean, I think it's whatever you choose is going to be fun.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. So I will put the edging on. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm hopefully going to finish it before I fly out. I really don't want it on the needles when it's going in my suitcase. That just kind of like spells disaster.
That does spell, especially with the TEA and
TSA.
TSA? Yeah, TSA. Oh, too many acronyms. Yeah, especially when we fly out. It's not a good thing.
No, it's not. But, so I shall hopefully finish this soon. That way we can see how big it really is.
I think it's going to be nice.
I think so too.
I predict it will be a lap gan on her lap.
Well, I already have a
she's
lap
freezing
gown.
her bunnies off in Houston. Think about that one. Really think about that one.
Yeah, I know. They never turn the air conditioning
freezes in the winter. It's cold. It's colder where you are than where I am.
And not outside. And not outside. I mean, I go outside to warm up. In my dorm, they have the air conditioning going like all year round. So I will be in bed, and I will have my sheet, my comforter, a quilt
out of cheese,
which is a lapgan, and basically
nice
like a worsted weight, plus a fleece blanket, plus nice winter jammies, and still be cold.
Yeah. If you don't turn the air conditioning off this winter, guess what, people? You're going to freeze your buns
And
off.
we're in like a stone-ish building, so I mean, it keeps the heat in and keeps the cold in, depending on which way you're going. So I mean, it's very frosty. Very frosty. Okay.
But we'll get through there.
Oh, I always did. I made it through last year. Although I had some pretty funky outfits on when I was podcasting. I had one time I had about 3 sweaters on and a lapgan and yeah. All right. So this is my newest project, and I will explain why this is on the needles and Eiffel Tower is, well, I can kind of explain it now. But the Eiffel Tower is not finished, but still not. But I'm not working on it right now.
Dinner at the Eiffel Tower or dinner in the Eiffel Tower?
We can in the Eiffel Tower.
So there's a restaurant there, isn't there?
Near it, yeah. It's not in the Eiffel Tower. It's dinner at the Eiffel Tower.
Well, I've never been to Paris, so
yeah, neither have I.
I don't know.
But I'll have to ask my French teacher because he's there right now.
My heart bleeds for the little twerp.
Yeah, I know. I think, if I remember correctly, he's originally from Paris. But I think he lives in the U.S., so he visits there quite often. But, yeah. He's a cool guy, though. I like him. But this is the Summer Solstice Shawl by Wendy Johnson. I am not doing nuts or noops or beads. Yeah.
Or beads. They were out. They were waiting. I had them out. I had them waiting for you. No.
I was looking, I'm like, I don't think so. I don't know.
It's pretty without them.
Yeah, it is.
Justification is pretty without it.
Okay. So, hold that up, although we should probably just show half of it, because you can't really see much when it's like this. Yeah.
You're gonna make them seasick.
Very bouncy. But that's just probably because I'm using way too small of a circular needle. Oh, and I put this in here so you can see the yarn that I'm using. I am using... Yep. You're left holding the shawl. I'm using Knit Picks palette, and it is the Green Tea Heather, which it's much brighter than that. Very
It's a
springier.
beautiful color.
It's springier.
I would buy it again. I would buy this color again.
I almost thought I got something on your yarn, but then it was so fuzzy.
I know. There's that red. I don't know where.
I don't know where the red's coming from.
But it's in everything.
I'm getting fuzzies like everywhere from it, and I have no clue where it's coming from. But I have like 2-ish of these, and I am working on. I finished the ish bit, and then I'm working on the. Makes absolutely no sense, but I'm working on the first full skein. I finished the little skein. And this is how it's looking so far.
This is what I made my Georgiana out of.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
It is. It's coming out very nicely. If I do say so myself.
Very nice.
I've been working on this since like what, Monday?
Yeah, I think.
And I'm on. I didn't do much work on. I cast it on Monday, and that was it.
And then you went to sleep. Oh
Yeah.
She was sawn logs.
Out like a light. But
Cotton sheet.
yeah, I am on chart D of. I'm working on the 4th of 5 charts, I think.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so I should be done with it soon because I'm about to start like really decreasing. I had one decrease a chart ago, but now I'm really gonna start decreasing.
I think your shawl is shedding. Okay, I just got a hair.
Cutting your beard?
No, I don't have a beard. Thank heavens.
And what's this? Right.
Did I say I was going to miss her when she goes back to Houston?
Well, think about this.
Yeah.
We could do what the Crafty Quilter did, and during the wedding, stick on fake mustaches.
I think they are so cool. I want to get this stick on. A friend of ours, Miss Kristen, she bought stick-on mustaches when they could use them during her sister's
wedding. Yeah.
Yeah, cute pictures, really cute pictures. Great ideas. She comes up with the best ideas.
Yeah, like she got her windows washed by giving her kids water balloons.
I need to do that.
Which I told
with my luck, they'll break a window.
No, with our luck, our windows wouldn't get washed. The kids would get washed, but the windows wouldn't.
The dog will get washed.
Yeah, he'd eat a whole lot of plastic.
Well, we can't do that because he shouldn't have that. No, we should not have that.
You should tell him that. But okay, so that is that one. And then I did, since last podcast, get...
We lost her. She's gone. Yeah, there you go.
The void space has eaten me. Alright. I am about halfway through my skein here. This is Knit Picks Shadow Canopy Heather.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tonal. No,
Yep.
Canopy tonal.
Canopy tonal.
It's not Heather.
Yep.
And I'm not in the middle row either!
Whoa! That doesn't happen very often, let me tell you.
No, it doesn't. I finished the second section of the bugger. I forgot what the term for this lace was. It was like it wasn't.
It's a very pretty lace.
What I did was, since I'm using a fingering weight, I'm gonna make it longer. So I made the lace section bigger, and I made the here. You wanna hold it?
Sure.
I made the kind of textured lace section right here bigger too, but you can't really see it from here. Let's see if we can go a bit closer. It's really cool. It's a free pattern. But what you do on the third of 4 rows, you do a knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl row all the way across, and then you go back to regular stockinette stitch. So it gives you this cool looking texture. And with the stripes that I was getting, it looks really cool.
It does. When it's up on our Ravelry page, we'll get some really good photos of it. I recommend looking at it. I like it.
I do too.
I can't wait to see the other shawls made in different yarns to see the effect.
Yeah. So the trellis lace, I think is what she called it. I really don't remember, and that's terrible.
It's very cool.
Let's see if I can. That's what the lace is looking like. You don't really get a good picture, but so I'm going to go into an eyelet section, and I'm going to do the texture section, another eyelet section, I think another lace, and then an eyelet, and then I'll be done. Because since I'm using fingering weight, it's going a whole lot slower. Because I think she used like a sock yarn before, so that made it bigger. Because I think she used Madeline Tosh.
Oh, that would be yummy.
Yeah, she used like a full skein of Madeline Tosh.
Yeah.
And so I've got 2 skeins of this, so I might as well use it.
Might as well.
Yeah.
I think it'll look nice.
Mm-hmm.
And the pattern is very predictable, so you can expand it.
It's like
That's
your
the nice part.
sleeve heart.
Yeah, sleeve heart. Okay.
All right, your turn.
Well, unlike
Okay, you're in.
Oh, thank you. It's the first time I don't mind being told. Okay. Unlike Lindsay, I have finished a couple things. I finished. Well, I've had it on the needles, and it's going and it's going, and once in a while you finish something. So
Yeah, you finish like 12 projects. You're like, now what do I do?
No, I never say no. What do I do?
You did once, and that was a very scary moment. She had nothing to do. She had finished all her projects, and she's like, now what do I do? I don't know. It was a very scary moment.
Okay, this is sleeve heart. And
that was saved from the cat's butt.
The cat decided to claim my knitting.
And unblocked it.
Took pins out. No blood.
No.
Which I was amazed. But he took pins
I
out.
think what he did was, I think he took a running jump, just leaped on it, and the way it was blocked out, I think he just went whoosh.
Well, in future blocking moments,
The door's getting closed.
the doors will be closed, and the cat can just sit there and pine because he's not getting up for his blood. But this is sleeve heart. This is out of.
Oop, we're going.
Yeah, we're going. But isn't this pretty?
I've been eaten by the show.
I will be knitting this again because I love this fabric.
It is a lot of fun.
But this is out of Palette Cream from Knit Picks, size 8, US 8.
I'm using a smaller needle for my palette. And you say I'm a tight knitter.
I love this. I was sad when it was done. I could have gone on at least another. I could have expanded a little bit more. Because technically it should end about here. Right?
Yeah, because then
there.
you'll like tack this under and get like a peacock row edge.
And I didn't want to. I didn't want it to end. And I had more
She
cream.
didn't want
What am I
to.
going to do with a skein?
Give it to the
palette
cat.
cream? No.
So the cow's at the wrong
No.
Nom yarn.
No.
Or give it to the dogs who'll do the same thing.
No. And I'm glad I did. I love it. I absolutely love it. But I will not be keeping it. Okay?
We'll talk about that later.
I will not be keeping it. It is going to someone else. Okay, let me fold this because if I don't, and I don't hide it, the cat will enjoy it, and the cat gets way too much of my knitting as it is nowadays.
Yeah, she doesn't have any
Going
pies
for-
anymore.
it's
She
going
has
for-
2 massive pies that are now the cat's.
Yes.
Because they will not let her wear it.
I finished the creamy blanket.
And it's got a belly button.
It's got does not have a belly button.
Well, it pokes out like a belly button.
Only because you got your finger in it. And fingers should not be in belly buttons.
Well, why not?
Why for?
I could just sit here like this.
No, you can't. Oh.
Well, I could. What's
Okay.
going to stop me? Maybe a finger amputation, but I don't see you getting your rusty hats out anytime soon.
I am going to miss her, right?
Uh-huh. Yes, you will.
I'm going to miss her. I think I need some peace and quiet to recuperate. Okay. So
here.
this is all done.
I can help you out with that. You ready?
Here we go. There. Yes, I knew that was coming.
Looks good on you.
Oh, yeah. I have a hard enough time keeping my hair down because it's gotten so curly and frizzy and icky. It's done.
We're not even in
It is-
humidity.
it is going to go to the finished pile, and it's going to go with all the other preemie blankets to El Paso Children's Hospital. I really like how it worked out. If you want this pattern, I'm knitting up another one, as you'll see. I'm writing it up as I go. So if you want it,
and it's kind of already up in the instructions thread on Ravelry too.
Yeah, you did. If you go to the thread,
Nice.
it's there.
Mom.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Shaking the camera.
Yeah, I know. It's on the kennel.
It's going how?
That's done.
That's not how you did it before.
My to-go knitting bag.
Dogo.
Go. It goes everywhere.
Dogo. Like Bogo.
And this is a heartbreak for me. This is nearly a full skein of yarn. It'll go for the hexa puffs and my sock blanket. But I only needed like 4 yards. I was upset.
Yeah.
My footies are done. All I have to do is turn them under. And I'm going to do that today because I'm weaving in tags today. They're done. Fully. All I got to do is weave them in, and I can have them for winter. So I have a new pair of footies for winter. They were my insomnia socks. And since I cast on for them, I've slept like a baby. So they worked.
So you should never have cashed it off.
I will cast on new insomnia socks.
But what's to say that they won't have the same?
No, that's all my finished. So I'll go on, since you went on to what you were working on. I can get a giddy up and get going. Cast it on for a new preemie blanket. There it is.
It's going striped knitting.
Yeah. My footies were out of croy socks.
No, they weren't. Walk away.
Walk away.
By Hobby Lobby.
By Hobby Lobby.
And you're the one that knit a whole pair of socks in it.
Okay, walk away yarn, and what was the colorway? A step up.
Yeah. The other yarn that I used was like well heeled or something.
Yeah, I don't like
Very
the names
funny.
of them. I should rename
Very,
when I'm
very
working
funny.
on it. But I knitted on size 2 double point needles. Don't ask me metric. My brain is fried because kids are home.
Ooh,
So-
fried.
Fried.
Deep fried or pan fried?
Okay. The preemie blanket that I'm working on is all scraps. All scraps.
Like
Colored parts that I'm.
half-skeins.
It's Sweet Delight Prince is Gauge Boys. I don't know.
All right, then.
And Heather, I think this is Peapod, Sweet Delight. All from Hobby Lobby. Super, super soft. I mean, this is super, super soft. I'm knitting it on size 5 needles, which is 3.75 millimeter.
And I believe this is the yarn that I made a sweater out of before.
I think it is. This green is also the green I did for my dinosaur. I'm looking up on my shelf. Did for my dinosaur. So there we go. There's a new.
That's pretty true to life.
Yeah, it is. I think you just have to find the right place in the camera.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I'm glad I'm putting the stripes in because it would be
Very boring without it.
Would be a little on the boring side if I didn't. Oh gosh, I am starting again. What else do I have on my needles? My husband had said he looked at this yarn in another project that I was doing, and he said he liked the yarn and he would wear socks if I knit them in it. So here they are. Here's one.
And he will wear them.
He will wear them. If
You
I have to take every other sock out of his sock drawer,
And duct tape them to his ankle.
and these are the only ones he has, and otherwise his feet will freeze, he will wear them at least once.
Or he may do what Ian does and just not wear socks with his shoes.
He really doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, not that I caught. Ick. But there they are. This is Patton's Croy Socks Fix. What is the color?
FX.
FX. FX.
Well, there's no I in it, so it can't be fixed.
Clover colors. I've used this before. But, ooh, there. That's pretty true to color.
It's a bit more melancholy than that.
Well, this
Some
is
blues.
this is the closest I've gotten, so. But there you go. Hopefully. I'm going to do probably a 2-inch cuff on here, so they stay up, but I should be casting on sometime the weekend for another pair of socks. And this is my new insomnia knitting, because I can knit socks in, anywhere. And that's what I'll be doing. So that's that. What else do I have on the needles? Because I have one more thing. Hang on. One more thing.
Well, that's a lie, but.
Well, then I'm actively working on.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say. So that means you just look right over there. You got about like 12 projects that you technically have on the needles.
12? I don't know. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious me. I'm in the middle of the needle.
And I'm not.
This is Morella. Okay. I'm just started to lace since you last saw it, and I like it. I like it. It's in a little bit of a timeout.
Michelle's pretty good asleep.
Well, there you go. Maybe it's singing you a lullaby. These
Either
are
that
a
or
size
something like
8.
like cuddle with me. And I'm just gonna like.
These are it's in a
You never
size 8, 5.0 millimeters. It's out of palette Clematis Heather, and I'm hoping to finish this up probably this week. I would like to. So there you go. That is on my list. I will show you a picture of the Morella. Sorry if I am shaking, I am apologizing now. But the Morella, hang on. I always get confused.
Yeah, because every time when you turn it on in the morning, you have like Dad's Mahjong in the front and.
Yeah. Yes, I do. Oh.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, that reminds me. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad to help you. Okay, here we go. This is the Morella. And it is by Brigitte Freer.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely name, don't you think? So
No.
I hope to have it done. Oh yeah.
Before I forget, over was it the weekend or early this week? I got a pattern from a friend of ours and from a fellow viewer. Jackie Knits. Sorry, I'm having trouble because this thing doesn't like me. It never has. Although I named it.
It's mine, so.
Yeah. I got the. Oh, bugger.
I'm not done. Hang on. Go ahead. But I need to introduce.
I got the. I always get patterns that I can't pronounce. Not fair. I'll show you the pattern. It's Sonnenschein. It's German, so when Catherine gets back, she'll have to pronounce it for me.
She can. She will be able to.
A very pretty shawl, and it is.
Oh, it's a gorgeous shawl.
See, look. It is 2 triangles, but it just doesn't have the line in between. We argued about this.
When she showed it to me, I don't think it's a double triangle shawl. I think it's a single triangle shawl.
There is the pattern. You can't really see the lace very well, but it is a gorgeous pattern.
The lace is drop dead gorgeous.
But if you look at the diagram, look, it is a full triangle. It just doesn't have the double increase line. See?
It is a... Okay, help me with a bet here. I think it is one triangle. I mean, it's beautiful.
No, it is one triangle, but it appears as though there are 2. It's designed as if there are 2.
It appears to me as one.
No, it is. But look, it's not as if it was one. It is one triangle.
The arrow is telling you how it's worked. It's worked from the bottom.
No, I realize, but
not from the top down.
If you pretend the arrow is the spine stitch, it is composed as we do our normal shawls.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. See, I'm right. You start from the bottom and you work up.
No, yes. No, but it is like the number 2 triangle shawls because it increases as fast as the normal ones do.
When she's working on it, I'll see.
Yes, you will.
I have one more project, and there's a story that goes with it. My husband got a beautiful, beautiful hand-carved stagecoach from a workmate. And this thing is brilliant.
It has like working lights and everything.
Working lights. It has a hand-carved shotgun where the stagecoach drivers would have a regular, shotgun. And it's got everything. The doors open, and it's got seats inside. Oh, this thing is absolutely beautiful. So when I looked at it, I said, the return gift has to be something spectacular. And he agreed with me.
For once.
For once. My Warble is going to Kiko's wife. Kiko is the gentleman who carved the stagecoach for my husband.
Stagecoach?
Stagecoach. So Warble is going to a new home around Christmas time. It will be going to Kiko's wife. And John wanted a vest for Kiko for Christmas.
Before you get into it, can I ask a seemingly simple question?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just leave the stitches on here so when you pick it up for the neck, you didn't have to pick up stitches?
Because I just followed the pattern.
Oh, and this is the person that says, I hate picking up stitches. It's always takes so long. And I don't like doing it. And
But sometimes you just have to follow the pattern. You got to grin and bear it.
when I did Dad's vest, I followed the pattern, and yet I didn't bind off like they said to. And it worked out fine, did it not?
Yes, it did. But I am me and you are you.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that's the way it is.
Glad that got cleared up.
Yeah, well, it makes life a whole lot easier now.
Yeah.
So, I suggested a forest green, really rich, beautiful green.
Oh, like a nice chestnut brown or...
Yeah, something very earthy. And, my husband goes, oh, yeah, no. Oh, crap. So he goes to Hobby Lobby with me, and we agreed that it should be in an acrylic. I don't want to make more work for Kiko's wife than I have to. The shawl is lace, so it's going to be delicate. The vest should be more of a workhorse knit.
Mm-hmm.
So I let my husband loose in the aisles of Hobby Lobby.
And boy, do you regret it.
Yeah. I suggested these beautiful heathers. Oh dear, look, this brown has colors flecked in it. No, don't like it. Look at this green. It's nice forest green. It's thick. I'll get it done fast. No, don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my last stitch because I'm running out of projects to do, and I want to get this going. I want to knit.
Because, Christmas is only, 4 months away?
Well, it's closing in on me right now. We get to the sport weights section, and he picks out sport weight. I love this yarn. What's the color? Green Camel Multi.
Well, at least the color is true to its name.
And that is true to the color, I gotta tell you. It might be a little bit darker. Look, I don't have to wear it. I'm glad that he asked me to knit for him. This is the back of the vest. And that is so not the color.
There's more yellow in it.
It's darker color. This is the camera is washing it out.
Yeah.
This looks
The colors are
hideous. They are so much richer. That's just so not it. I'll take a picture of it. I'm going to put it up on my project page. So I have the back done. It's okay. I mean, it's something to knit on. And it is really making my husband happy. My husband comes home. He looks at it. He is happy. He is participating, supporting me in knitting it. So I'm happy. I really am.
Well, participating in the sense that you get to try it on in every...
Well,
few inches.
Kiko is like 3 inches thicker than my husband. So it's like, here, dear, stand still. So I think I'm going to block it out. I know it's an acrylic, but I am going to block it out. And I want it to look really good when Kiko opens up his package and he knows that how much
So
John
when he
really
washes
appreciates
it and it turns out terrible, then it'll be fine because when you opened it, it looked great.
Exactly. After he opens it, what he does with it afterwards, I'm fine. I hope he will wear it. I think he will. I do. I think he will. I've met Kiko before, and he seems like a type of person that if you give him a gift, he will go out of his way to make sure you know how much he appreciates it. He's a very kind person. So the back is done. I am casting on the front. I am putting cables on the front because I promised my husband I would put cables on the front. I think this is too busy for cables, but I think I have to let John see that it is just a little bit too complicated for cables before he agrees with me unless we rip it out and knit it plain. Yeah, that's my plan. And that's what I'm sticking to.
But you know what's going to happen, right?
What?
You're going to get 2 cable repeats in and he goes, oh, I like it, keep going.
If he likes it, I'll just knit the cables. I don't mind. I really don't mind. If he likes it, I like it. Kind of. Maybe.
In theory. All right, so on to our preview contest.
Yes.
We have finally solidified all of our prizes. We have received a few surprise donations.
Yeah, very nice.
And
thank you.
You guys will have a good amount of stuff to knit for.
Yes, yes, you will. I think, should we just go down the list of what has been donated?
Yeah, well, while you're fondling that, why don't you introduce that one first?
This is from Jackie Knits. Jackie sent this along with 30 Hexapuff little skeins that I'll be using for my Hexapuff blanket. But tucked in there was this gorgeous skein that she is donating to the Preemie contest. This is from Tempted. And I have to tell you, since we got this skein for you guys, we have looked at the site, and I think there's some Tempted in our future. I really do, because the yarns is drop dead gorgeous. Just
it is
drop dead gorgeous.
In the Lux Girl base, it is an 80-10-10 blend of superwash merino, cashmere, and nylon.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it is. It is very gorgeous.
I mean, there's no limits to what you could knit from this yarn. There is some Tempted in my future, I'm telling you now.
All right, so
that's from Jackie.
Wolf Farms, it has donated 10 $2
no, 2 $10 gift certificates. Poor Dawn's going like,
well, it's only
so
$2.
Sorry, Dawn.
So.
I'm so sorry.
Same amounts, just in different breakdowns.
Gracious and generous. Dawn, you know how much we love you.
So 2 different people can win a $10 gift card or gift certificate from Wolf Farms.
Yeah, and she has a thread open over at her podcast, her and James's podcast, for Wolf Farms. So if you're not a member, go be a member. So if you knit a blanket for our contest, you can post it in her thread and be eligible to win prizes. A prize. I think it's a gift certificate. I think so. And as Lindsay loves your lotion, so she can attest. Go is worth. It is worth knitting for.
It is.
It is worth knitting for. Callie from Dramatic Knits. She's running a contest in her
respective podcast.
$5 pattern she has donated to us. So you'll be knitting for a chance to win that. Thank you, Callie. You didn't have to, but we are so appreciative of your generosity. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Apple Blossom from Apple Blossom and You is sewing up a bag for us. So you can enter to win a Apple Blossom bag.
I recommend them. I do. I use them. If you stop me on the street, there's probably one or two bags on my person. It's either Lois of Knits My Bag, her bag, or Apple Blossom and You. I have them with me. I enjoy them.
And as a nice segue, we have Knitting's My Bag. Miss Lois, she is also
offered a small bag.
Donated a small bag to us.
So you'll get to pick the fabric, but it's a small bag, and she will sew it up and send it to you. You know how much. And
picking the fabric is no small task.
Hard. That is so hard.
She's got a bajillion different fabrics to choose from.
I would rather somebody else choose for me, because I could just sit there oogling and ogling the fabrics for hours.
Yep. Yep.
So we're sharing the love.
Mhm.
No makers. We have been watching this young lady and her dying adventures, and we wanted to share some no makers with you.
I mean, I love her colors. I mean, they are gorgeous.
You know, they really do reflect your personality.
They do. They really do.
I like them too.
So
She has donated a project bag and buttons, and we are buying a skein of yarn from her for you.
mhm. So you pick the color and let us know, and she's gonna throw in a bag and some buttons.
Yeah, so you know that's really nice.
Highland Handmaids. Miss Heather, she is donating a skein of yarn also.
She's gonna dye it up, and there you go. You know, we have bought from Heather, and we have enjoyed her yarn.
And she's got gorgeous colors too.
Oh, heavens to Betsy.
Really,
that's
really
another one that
gorgeous
would be
colors.
really hard to choose from.
Yeah.
No makers. Heather, you are a stronger person if you can pick in 5 minutes, because 5 hours is not long enough for me.
Yeah.
Either of those places.
When I was buying a skein of yarn from Heather for Mom's birthday present, I mean, I basically sat there with her Google Plus page with all of her lace weight colors going, like that one. And that one looks like Mom too. Ooh, and that one. Ooh, and maybe that one too. And you narrow this down.
I'm yarn. I like that.
I mean, I started out with like a list, and I was like writing out all the colors. I'm like, bugger. That's like all the colors except one. Because it was like too muted. It was like a darker, it was like a sidewalk, and that's not you. It would
No,
be
that
me.
isn't me. No,
But it's
no,
not
that
you.
wouldn't be you.
But
No,
I like
you're
my
very,
neutrals.
you
I
are
like my
very,
neutrals.
you like your neutrals, but you are very vivacious. So if I was going to pick a color for you, it would definitely not be muted. Definitely not be muted. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
I am making some double-pointed needle protectors, so you're going to have 2, and abacuses that you have one on your.
Yes, I do.
I like the abacuses, and
Abacuses? Or
abacus.
Would that be like abaci?
I don't know.
Abaci. It's upside down.
Yeah,
but
I use them, or the girls use them.
yes, they are like a lifesaver for knitting a pie.
Mm-hmm. So, and I will include a brief summary of how you use it, because, except for on here, I mean, I don't need an abacus on here.
Because you're not
I'm
really
just
counting
knitting.
rows. Yeah.
I'm not counting rows. But when I'm out in public, they're going like, well, how does it work? Well, how does an abacus work? But I had to stop and think, not everybody knows how an abacus works. So I'll include a small description of how to use it. And if you still don't get it, message me. I'll talk to you, not a problem.
And so our final kind of like collaborative group.
Catherine hinted on her podcast.
And this suggestion kind of came from Dawn of Wolf Farms.
Brilliant.
Yes, I totally lost my train of thought there, which is terrible. But she suggested that some of the stuff we knit up, people would love as prizes. And me being the person that
she suggested that people would knit 4 shawls, and seeing it's the 3 stitches.
Yeah,
3 shawls.
Of course. But like with me, I never think of it because I'm the one that knits them up. So I'm like, who would really want this? But I guess everybody else would. So that's just me.
I think a knitter who knits shawls on a regular basis would love a shawl from somebody else. I would.
So,
I would.
So that is where the sleeve heart that Mom made is going, as also where the summer solstice is going. We talked to Wendy Johnson, and she loved the idea. So,
and she said, go for it. I didn't want to knit up the summer solstice and give it, have you knit it up and give it away without really talking to Wendy Johnson first, because it is her creation.
Mm-hmm.
And, she really is a lovely person. She said, love it, go for it.
Yeah.
She could have said, no, I think it's a crappy idea, but she didn't. That was nice.
Because the problem with that shawl, I mean, I've already figured out that I cannot wear one of, like, the crescent shawls. It just doesn't lay well on my for some reason.
Okay, yeah, I can.
And so I wanted
But
to.
you still love knitting it up.
Yeah, I wanted to knit it up because we had bought the pattern. And I'm like, well, it's gonna like sit there in a few like gigabytes on my computer.
Yeah,
Well, like
it would be
megabytes.
languishing.
Yeah, it'd be like just a few megabytes in the corner of my hard drive.
It would be languishing. It would be all alone.
Yep. So we'll grab some scraps and I am where I am.
She
now.
raided my stash again.
Yep. Yep.
She raided my stash. It's gone.
Well, I have no stash.
It's okay, because the more you raid, the more room I have for other things.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's a good thing. And Catherine is knitting up a shawl. I forgot which one.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think she decided that right before she left to go back to school. So, I'll have to look it back up. Oh, and, okay, Catherine, give me a... The yarn that you are knitting your premium blanket in is called Bernay, and it's a coordinate, and it's a whole bunch of peach colors. It is 100% acrylic. That's why I gave it to you for the preemie babies. And a second thing, you say that you cannot sleep on an airplane. I do agree you doze, but when we were going to look-see at colleges, you said, oh, I'm so tired, I can't sleep. Okay, we had the flight from hell, literally. You know how a plane goes like this? It was like this. And she's sleeping on my shoulder, I looked out the window, I saw tile roof going by. And I'm thinking like, dang, I really hope our wing doesn't hit one of those houses. And we were like this. Until right before we landed, and we went like that, and she went, oh, are we here yet? We were literally shaken into milkshakes, and she slept through it. So, there's only been one time, darling, that I have seen you zonk out on an airplane. So please, you can sleep on an airplane. If you put your mind to it, you can. And if you're dead dog tired enough, I think you could sleep standing on your head. So that was that. What else? In future podcasts, you need a little more sleep.
Yeah.
You were funny. I mean, we were.
Yeah.
Because, going, yeah, she's gone. She's way too tired. She's tired.
Although, as a bit of a funny sidebar, that day, I was babysitting one of our neighbors, lovely kid Noah.
Oh, Noah's
Awesome
a cutie. He really is.
I take my
High
little brother.
energy.
Yes,
He's high energy.
oh very. But I take Justin, my little brother, with me, and they play and play and play and play. And if I'm babysitting late at night, 9:30, boom, out like a light.
Yeah. That little guy goes out fast.
But so it was in the afternoon. I only had to babysit for like an hour and a half-ish. And so, they're playing lovely. So, I always have something on in the background on the television. And I'm surfing, and I'm like, that's Pride and Prejudice.
Oh!
Which one is it? And it was the good one. It was the one from, 95?
Mm-hmm.
With,
Colin Firth.
Yeah, Colin Firth and Jennifer Ely.
Mm-hmm.
And,
that's our favorite version.
Yes. And so then I had to text Catherine, and so we're like, texting back and forth favorite movie lines. And that transfers to Facebook. But, she,
this is the life I lead.
yes. But, so this is like 2 o'clock her time. She had just, posted to Blip, and I was just about to go to bed, and she, on Facebook, she was just like, hey, I need you to name my fish. And she, at the, Erie County Fair, she had won a fish, and so she had like a bowl with like pebbles, and so she had a goldfish, and so, this is kind
I
of
want to see how they got that thing back to the dorm.
But kind of like not a running
the elevator from nowhere.
But kind of like a tradition with both, but usually me and Catherine, is whenever she gets anything like a stuffed animal or anything she needs to name, whether it be like a pet or anything, she goes, "Hey Lindsay, name him." And I mean, so
name that pet.
So we've had
Woo-hoo.
a fish named Tuna. We've had
Baltazar.
My first fish ever was named Bob. Bob the fish.
Bob the fish.
But
Bob.
we have, I think I've named something Buenaventura. I've forgotten. I have a dragon named McGillicuddy.
A stuffed dragon.
Yes. No, I have a real dragon. Yeah. I named Mom's dragon Bernie, but this fish, and I kid you not, the first thing that came to mind to name this fish was Bloomers.
So there's a fish
In Catherine's dorm called Bloomers.
Yeah, I think about that when I try to sleep at night.
Yep.
And you must have got that gene from your father, because when we were naming the dog, he called the dog Sedgwick. So I think you get that from your dog, because I'm quite normal when I name animals.
And Sedgwick has gotten a long line of nicknames, too. From Sedgwick, we've gotten Wiki, and we've gotten Wickman, and we've gotten Pavlov, and the whole host of other nicknames for him.
Oh, yeah.
Slobberpuss.
Oh, yeah.
Captain Zoloft.
Mm-hmm. And he's sleeping right now,
Yeah.
chasing rabbits and barking at them.
Dixie, our tabby cat, very feisty, is named Cuddles.
Because she's definitely not cuddly.
Chappie, our more mellow cat, he's gotten a whole host of nicknames too.
Yeah.
I called Dixie Cuddles, and then Catherine was just like I think it was over Christmas last year. She's like, well, you haven't nicknamed Chappie yet. I'm like, the terrible thing is, the only thing I'm getting is Helga.
For a male cat.
Yes. So our male cat named Chappie is called Helga. And also Juicy Fruit. And Squeaker.
Because he does squeak.
Yes, he does. He squeaks a lot.
Yeah.
But, so there are some very funky names.
This is the world I live in.
And for a prank for my math teacher, we had to create a fake doctor's note and the doctor's name. Because we were trying to make this as fake as possible so that she would, like, totally see
April
it coming.
Fool's Day.
I mean, it was April Fool's Day. We tried to make this, as fake as possible. The doctor's name was Waldemar McGillicuddy Snipplefritz the 42nd.
Now,
And she didn't get it.
She didn't get it.
She did not know it was fake until she had to.
Second after a name, and it's near April Fool's Day.
It was on April Fool's Day.
Walk away.
Yeah.
Walk away. There is something really hideous in this letter.
And I mean, she fell for it. She fell for it hook, line, and sinker. It was awesome.
But it also helped. I saw the teacher in the parking lot in front of the school beforehand, and I was just so distracted I didn't say hi. I always say hi. And, so it kind of set her up to be on, like, what's going on with the Kutrabala thing? Yeah. And so when she got the letter, this teacher is notorious. She hates reading. She loves math.
She's
a great math teacher.
She walked into Barnes & Noble with her daughter. She walks and gets like 2 steps in and she goes, Alexis, smell that? And Alexis is like, no. She's like, what? You can't smell that? Alexis is like, what? She's like, books!
She doesn't like, she's wonderful she's a wonderful math teacher. Ian doesn't know it, but he will have her for a math teacher because she's excellent. But we knew going in that she didn't like reading.
So it was like just about like a typed
page. So she scanned. Blah, 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 the introduction. You know how sometimes when you get a form letter, you go, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And so she gets to, what part did she stop in the middle of? Because she never takes the elevator. She always takes stairs.
Yeah.
What part did she get to? And it stopped her right dead in her tracks. Terminal.
We were, basically the premise of this letter was I was having migraines at the time, and she had known that. And so, like the day before,
it was a very scary time in our life.
Yeah, I was, so we sent her this letter saying that it was from our, my fake neurologist, that,
the 43rd.
Yeah, 42nd.
42nd.
That, the hamster in my brain named Fred was having a terrible problem. He has been, diagnosed with hamster off the wheel-itis, and hamster has left the building-itis. And
we cannot get the hamster back into Lindsay's head.
He's having a terrible time because he can't factor. He needs your help, because he can't factor. And so she's reading this letter. She's walking up the stairs, and she's like, if it'll help Lindsay, I'll take the hamster.
So we forced a person who hates to read to read word
It's like, so she's like,
after word.
so she like finally like sits down, like reads this letter,
Forces herself to read it
she's
word
got,
by word.
and this is like zero period where she's got like tutoring kids in there, and
they're all scared because the teacher's really reacting to this letter.
And so I walk in like a little, like a few minutes early. And I just hear, Lizzie, you better run. Like, I guess you got your letter.
But it turned, she's a really good friend.
Yeah,
she
is.
And she started out as Catherine's teacher.
And she was able to get the joke.
And
which was
she
good.
could take a really good joke. I mean, and then her one of her counterparts comes in.
Yeah, Mrs. Haiti tried to prank her. She borrowed Mrs. Sutter's computer, and then she comes back, and while on the way, she to drop it.
And it was a good drop.
Yeah, it was. And so she walks back in, and Miss Sutter's like, "Nah, here,
read this one instead." She goes, you can't hold a candle to this April Fool's joke. Mm-hmm. So it was really good. We have not had another good April Fool's joke since then. We're due for a good pranking for someone. Yeah, we're due for it. We only prank the ones that we really love.
And know that we'll be able to take the joke.
And it's important when you are doing an April Fool's joke. If somebody can't take a joke, it's not funny, and it's just mean. Your father can take a good April Fool's joke. Both you and your sister can take a good April Fool's joke. I can take a good.
I'm going to take that back. We have pulled another good prank recently. When Ian came home,
I don't remember this one.
We were still in school. It was just recently.
I know, but I don't remember it. That's what's scaring me.
Me and Catherine were home, and so instead of going with Mom to go get the kids, we stayed home, but we staged the house as if we went with Mom. So
I remember it now.
So it looked as though we weren't home, and so we put the dog in the kennel. Catherine went upstairs.
The dog's freaking out because he knows they're in the. Yeah.
And so I'm hiding in the pantry over there, and the way our kitchen is set up, I'm hiding, and so Ian decides I think he was going to go sneak time on YouTube. Yeah. And so I'm sitting there, I'm just like, okay, Betty's not looking, he's engrossed in the TV, and I just burst out of the pantry, and he almost pees himself. So he was in the cartoons. You know how you have the cat that's sleeping, in the middle of the living room, sleeping like an angel, and the cat and the dog comes up and goes, row, 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 and the cat goes up to the ceiling. That was my brother. And it was so.
He took it well. I mean,
he did.
You have to admit he took it well. I mean,
yes,
other brothers would not have taken it near as well. But I think that's, part of, being part of our family is you got to be able to take a practical joke. Your father can take a good practical joke.
I've had to learn house for how long? So I mean,
I have had to learn how to take a practical joke because I came from a family that didn't do any practical jokes. You and Catherine take a good one. Justin's started to learn to take a good practical joke.
He can give a good practical joke.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. And Rachel, we're still working on her.
Yeah. If you try and do anything like that, she'll be like.
Yeah, the waterworks will go, and you will be so.
You'll be mopping up the floor.
Yeah, you'll be mopping up her.
Yeah.
So we've learned. She can't take a practical joke. So don't do it. She's probably the only one in the house that's exempt.
Yeah. Because Frank Ian said that's always fun.
But he does take a good practical joke. I mean, he sees the humor in it. He embraces the humor, and then you have to sleep with your door closed for the next 6 months.
Yeah. He tries to
get you back.
But he can take a good practical joke. He hasn't gotten good at giving practical jokes.
You have to give him time. You and your sister. This was not. You were not born with this. Let me tell you, this was developed, and it took a while.
Yeah.
Knock knock. Who's there? Banana. Banana. Who? If I hear that one more time.
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or my favorite knock knock joke. Knock knock.
Who's that? Isabel. Isabel, right? Yes. Oh, there you go.
That was my favorite knock knock joke. The only knock knock joke I knew, except for the orange you I didn't say banana one.
When she was young, yes.
Those are the two knock knock jokes.
Oh heavens. Sock Bunny has on her thread in her contest something to make her laugh, and she has 2 girls. I want to post both those jokes because even though I don't want to, every time those are said, I still laugh. I
Yep.
still laugh. And I shouldn't.
Yep.
But I do.
We should-
We're getting close.
Yeah,
We
we
have
should-
really got to tie it
Yeah,
up.
we do.
But we just wanted to mention,
Just thank a few people for giving us mentions.
thank you for
helping.
giving us a shout out.
Yeah.
If you haven't taken time in your podcast to say anything about the preemie contest, people would not have found us.
Yeah.
They would not be knitting and crocheting blankets as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
This contest would not be what it is right now without your mention. And Catherine, Lindsay, and I want to just say thank you, because it touches us in the heart, and I think we've gotten to know you better with the messages and the conversations. We do appreciate it. We really do.
You better pull out your list.
I'm going to pull out my list so I don't blubber all over the place. Oh, God, that goes in the mail. Sorry. Okay, these are the
I think you
podcasters.
forgot somebody.
Who?
Oh, no, there she is. Never mind.
No, I don't know your room. Okay.
I'm surprised
You
she
just
didn't put it-
can't read my
Your handwriting? Yeah, I know.
I wonder where she got that from. Yeah, me.
Although yours is really pretty good. Except the problem with hers is you can read her handwriting, just the spelling.
My spelling stinks.
She needs like caution cones like all around everything she writes. Just be like caution, wrong spelling ahead.
Yeah, we'll drop out words at the least notice. They're in my head. They're just not on the paper
Yeah.
or the computer.
Reading her grocery lists are kind of funny sometimes.
Until somebody puts, things in my list
Yes,
to
it
see
was-
if I actually read them.
Yes.
And you're in the middle of the list going,
Why do I need
in the middle of
porcupine spines?
They sell porcupine spines, and you say it out loud.
Yes.
And somebody's next to you, and they're going like, "Oh, she's cracked," and it's
Yeah.
only because of. Okay. These
That
are
was a lot of fun.
in no particular order. Please don't think that this is
In order of how much we like you.
because we love you all. Okay. Knittables,
Diane of Knittables.
knitting on the fly. Katie, Jet Girl 1313, notable needle. Katie. Glad that you're out of the hospital, and we can't wait to see your podcast. Dramatic Knits, Callie and Steve. Sock Bunny. Sock Bunny, honey. I hope we didn't mean to make you cry. We didn't mean that this preemie blanket drive would make you cry. So maybe we can just send you some jokes to make you laugh. How's that? Okay. Thank you. Heather from Fiberista.
We already did send her jokes. We already sent her two.
No, I haven't sent her yet. I've been contemplating it.
No, I know, but we just...
Oh,
Sock
we
Bunny,
did.
our
We
terrible
sent-
knock-knock jokes are for you.
Yeah, they're yours. How's that? Okay. Heather from Fiberista Files gave us a shout out. Cocky from High Fiber Diet. Sadie, Carnivore. You know we love you. Knit One Heart 2, thank you. Knit One Heart 2 is brilliant. They are running a contest. They are
There's an E on Yarnivore.
they are running a contest in their Ravelry group for charity. So if you knit a blanket or two for us, you can enter it for a drawing with them. Yeah, yes, you can. And but there are other charities really worthy. So if you knit anything for charity, please go check out Knit One Heart 2. I think they're brilliant. Great idea. Dragonfly, thank you for the shout out. Knits in Public, thank you for the shout out. And Dawn and James from Wolf Farms, thank you.
You did forget somebody on your list.
No, I no, I didn't. Thank you for the contest.
Amanda of No Makers.
Amanda of No Makers. Anytime I make a list, I always drop somebody out. If I haven't mentioned you, I am sorry, but I got kids going all over the place. My brain is not what it should be. Never is what it should be. But thank you for giving up some of your podcast time and mentioning us and helping to spread the love.
And as a quick reminder, I know we're getting a bit high on time
Oh
here.
my gosh, we are. We're going to have to zip through this. Otherwise, we're going to put people to sleep and they've already finished their dishes.
But our preemie contest is running from now until October 14th. All the rules are up on a thread on our Ravelry group under instructions, wrapped in stitches, preemie blanket drive. It's very easy to find. I mean,
if you can't, I'm Knittables.
You are?
I'm
You're
not.
Knittables?
I'm not.
Nice.
Oh, Diane, I am so sorry. I am Knit-a-Little. She was the first one on my list. My brain.
Nice.
Oh, I am Knit-a-Little. I'm not Knittables. Oh my goodness. I don't have two bulldogs. I have
Cedric, which is 2 bulldogs in one.
Oh, he has the underbite for one.
Yeah.
That poor. I'm Knit-a-Little.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me anywhere.
Really? Anywhere?
Anywhere El Paso. I'm on Twerk, also in Ravelry and Knit-a-Little. This is Knitting Donk, Lindsay, and Catherine is TARDIS Traveler 42.
Yep.
On Plurk, she is
Katie Jo 36.
I keep on forgetting the 36. Why did she put 36 at the end of her name?
Because she didn't want to put 63.
Why would...
You asked?
Sometimes I fear when I ask.
Yeah.
I do.
That's how we got to sign our can openers at dinner. But,
some of the conversations that this family has,
but,
it is crazy.
On Plurk, I am Lindy.
Lindy. Lindy Lou Who. There's no more Lindy. Or like, we even got Dawn going, doink, 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 doink. I loved it. I loved it. I mean, because I think I'm the only one that goes doink, 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 doink.
Because I really shouldn't.
Doink, 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 doink. Oh, come on. Doink, doink, doink. Come on. Doink, doink, doink. Come on. Doink, doink, doink.
We gotta wrap this up.
Doink, doink, doink.
So check out our thread
Doink,
for
doink, doink.
The instructions and all the rules. Very simple.
Feel free to contact us.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, we've gotten a lot of questions like, is this yarn okay? All that kind of stuff. And so, go ahead. If you can find us on Plurk, you can ask us there.
Well, I saw Vicky's, she posted what she started in her preemie blanket, and I love the colors. And I said, I called John over. I said, look at this blanket, look at this blanket. He goes, that is so cool. So, Vicky, you got 2 thumbs up from me and my husband. So.
And if Dad likes it, then it is really pretty good.
It is good.
Yeah.
If my husband even
because
gives...
he's picky. Because you told me, like,
Very
hey, what do you think? He'd be like,
Yeah. We get a lot of more than anything else. And Vicky gets a thumbs up, so way to go.
Yeah. I got all A's one semester, and I'm just like, and I told him, he's like, I'm like, wow, cool.
Made the dean's list, too.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's a big deal, and maybe because I think it is such a big deal that, you know, anything your father says is a slight compared to my going like, wow!
Yeah. No, but I mean, I do quote you. The first time I was just like,
I never did that.
no, from Dad. But since he was like the biggest nerd on campus, I mean,
Yeah, my husband was a super nerd, yes.
he was.
Super nerd. But, you know,
He was like one step away from being Sheldon on The Big Bang Theory.
very skinny
Yes.
step away. But, you know, how can you really compare to, I mean, I'm very flamboyant. If you get all A's, I gotta tell you, I will literally step out the back door going,
Yeah.
I mean, anything your father does compared to that is like,
All right. So again, we are going to be
short of
wrapping this
tap
up.
dancing. How's that?
Yeah. Maybe we should get some tap shoes. Be like,
Your father would never, ever.
no.
No.
He'd put them on a dog.
He probably would.
Yeah.
Hey, if we keep going, I might finish this preemie blanket before we're done. What do you think?
All right. So, yeah, I think that's everything.
Yeah, we have one more week of Lindsay and I together, and Catherine will be podcasting Wednesday. Hopefully not at midnight.
Good gravy. No, and then they'll be able to watch me and take bets on if my roommate's going to walk in the middle of it again or not.
There you go. There you
So
go.
that there will be some excitement.
Okay.
Oh, I better find the mouse so I can
So-
stop it when we need to.
Lindsay and I will see you next week. Well, no, you'll see us next week.
Yep.
Mm.
And then you'll see Catherine probably Wednesday.
Probably Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Because Blip doesn't like us.
No, it doesn't.
It takes forever and a day.
Well, at least at this house it does. Like, in my dorm, it's usually pretty quick.
Like what?
Like, a half hour tops.
And when I'm podcasting by myself, you know, before the summer, who knows? I think they've worked on a line or something because
I mean,
my internet is so slow.
I mean, when we blip at home, it's usually like, oh goodness,
2, 3, 4 hours.
no, 3-6 hours, somewhere in between there. It's insane.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. Everything is bigger in Texas, and the bigger weight is Texas too.
Yep. All right, so we'll see you next week. From all of us here at
They'll see us.
Three Stitches HQ. Bye.
Oh, 3 Sisters HQ.
Yeah.
Adios.